there is a question you can ask yourself in every moment of every day to become instantly enlightened. Do you know what that is? Well, I'm going to tell you. It is the question of what next? Okay? What next? Let me break it to you like this, okay? Every moment of your life, there's going to be a next moment, okay? If you embody what I've just said, every moment of your life, there's going to be a very next moment. Not tomorrow, not a week from now, the very next moment, right? That is what you want to focus on. So for example, let's just say you have a holiday booked in a couple of weeks' time, right? And you're thinking of that holiday throughout, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to book that, I'm going to go on this little boat trip, I'm going to go to this place, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, right? You're like so obsessed about this holiday in your mind, you cannot get it, like that, all your thoughts over it, you're telling your family and friends about it, etc., right? You're super gassed, which is fine, that's fantastic. However, in the run up, you're like, I cannot wait for that holiday. Meaning, you don't want to be here now. You want to be on holiday somewhere, right? Which means in the run up to that holiday, you're not enjoying it at like that time in that place or in the country you live in, for example, for that amount of time because you're constantly thinking in the future 2 weeks. And by doing that, you're just robbing yourself of what is happening in this moment, right? So your son could be running up and down and saying, Daddy, Daddy, play with me. You're like, no, son, I'm thinking about my holiday and I don't want to like play with you right now. I'm organizing some shit for my holiday, right? And then you end up being a dickhead dad. Or you could be out shopping or out driving and you're thinking of something else and you're like thinking, like even the next day, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to cook this for my Sunday roast, etc. Let me go get these ingredients. And then you get into a situation where you don't look and then a car comes in your way and maybe you have an accident, maybe you don't, maybe you just get a very close call, but like you're just a lapse of thinking of what's happening like next, like very next moment. You're thinking too far ahead and then your mind is not in the actual moment where you're actually living in, which is what we only have to live in, which is right now. Even in 2 weeks' time on that holiday, then will be right now when you're there, right? If that makes sense. You can only live in there now, okay? So by you asking literally what next, okay? 2 words. I used this when I was sleeping last night and that's where I came up with this idea and I became instantly enlightened, okay? So I was thinking, oh, I'm going to record this video, I'm going to work out, etc. I'm kind of like writing a plan for my next day, but I kind of have issues when it comes to sleeping because I have a very active brain and it's just constantly thinking about like what I can do, like how I can improve with the videos, with the exercise, with my diet, etc. All these different things, right? And I had to remind myself to say, what next? Like in this very moment, I'm lying on my left side in bed, eyes closed. What next? And then the only thing I could think of next is my breath. Okay, so inhale, what next? Okay, I got exhale. And I literally did this for like however long I did it for. I don't know, because I was like, I wasn't looking at my phone. But then I fell asleep because I was like, okay, what next? What next? What next? And it's just breaths. And I was like, okay, let me move my arm here because I was getting a bit hot, or my face is getting hot. Let me turn the pillow. That's what's next. So that's literally, I was brought back, like the time, like this is the now. The time I was thinking in was the future. Is that the future for you? Or is that the past? Okay, this is the past, this is the future, okay? So the time I was thinking was in the future. And then, you know, sometimes you think of like, oh shit, that happened, like where you get embarrassed and stuff and you're thinking in the past and you get flushed red hot and shit like that, right? I'm talking about like, but yesterday I was thinking about the future. Anyway, so this is the now, this is the future. You're thinking, but all you're trying to do by asking what next is shorten that time of you thinking in the future. Now, you may not ever get to like constantly stay in the now, but you can be very close to the now constantly. And that's by asking yourself what next. So in any endeavor, right, whether you're at the gym, whether you're driving, whether you're swimming, whether you're talking with friends and family, where you're thinking about something in a few months from now, whatever, right? You can do your planning, that's fine, but allocate time for planning. So if you're thinking about a holiday, all right, get your phone out, get your notes out, and start. All right, what do you need for your holiday? Blah, 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 blah. Write it all down. Done. All right, what are you gonna do for your holiday? All right, plan it out. Like sit on your computer, plan it out. Okay, boom, holiday done, allotted time gone. Fuck off holiday now. What next? What very next? Okay, nothing right now. Okay, I'm just gonna breathe. I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna go for a walk. What next? Oh, take this step. Oh, what next? Take that step. Oh, what next? Take that step. All of a sudden you're walking and you're done on a marathon, right? This is how you live in the present moment. And actually, that's a good point. I was only joking about the whole marathon thing, but what do marathon runners do when it comes to they've pushed through that wall, they've got 26 miles to go. So they've got 26-mile race. They've done like 14 miles. They've got like, I don't know, what is that? 14 miles, 12 miles to go, 12 miles to go, right? They get to that point where there's no more thoughts in their mind. They don't have the energy to think far in a distance. They literally are thinking, what next? Obviously, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot, breathing, 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 breathing. This is what is next for them because they're in the moments of like intense focus to get to their goal. So this could be the same for you, like whether you're just want to have relaxation, want to become enlightened, or you want to build something that will give you financial stability. Think what next. Don't think too far in advance. So with the financial stability thing, you can start thinking about what house I'm going to get, what kind of business I want to have, what type of car I want to get, etc. Right? But if you just think of the very next step you need to take to make that happen, then all of a sudden you've instead of thinking from here, and this is your present is, you're thinking now here, okay, then the next step I need to take is actually like making 10 calls today or doing 10 videos today or whatever, right? Shorten that time from the now rather than pulling it far away into the distance, and you will become instantly enlightened. So anyway, I hope that helps. I'll catch you in the next video.